Oz. Didn't even get to bronze.
Hey guys, what's going on? My name is Austin, and today I'm going to be talking about my top 5 transformation scenes in Dragon Ball Z. Up first is a transformation exclusive to Goku, Super Saiyan 3. Now Super Saiyan 3 is so powerful that Goku actually needed a heavenly body in order to achieve it its first time. And you don't actually see that in the show, but what you do see is Goku displaying his ability to Buu. In this scene, what does it for me is the music. The Super Saiyan 3 theme is honestly the best piece of music, in my opinion, in Dragon Ball Z. And I know I'm probably going to get a lot of hate for that, but it's just so good in my opinion. The scene itself is a very, very, very long transformation. And when you're watching his hair grow, you're just like, dang, what kind of conditioner does this dude use? Because he's got some really nice hair. The transformation itself, like the actual form, I don't really like that much, but when it comes to the actual scene and everything that it's involved in and the visual aspects to it, that's why it gets the number 5 spot. Oh god, here come the dislikes. Up next is the one, the only, the original Super Saiyan. Now when Goku turns into a Super Saiyan, it blew the socks off of anyone watching when the show was officially releasing for the first time. Now, I didn't watch the show then. It wasn't that mind-blowing for me because, I mean, at the time I was watching that, my friend had already told me Super Saiyan 9 was a thing, so it wasn't that big of a surprise, but still, you have to hand it to him. This scene was incredible. Now, you may think that it seems a little bit low on the list given the fact that it is the epitome of transformations in all of anime to most people, but for me, it just wasn't as good as the other ones in my opinion. And it's just because I didn't grow up with the big nostalgia that other people did, and I understand that. I'm only 15. I can't speak for people that watched the show whenever they were little kids and this was all new to them. But the music, the atmosphere, everything about it was just a very great experience, and out of the hundreds of transformations you see without the show, being number 4 is not a bad thing. For number 3, I think it's a rather interesting choice, and that is Great Ape Gohan's transformation. Now, for some people, you may just be like, wow, I didn't really think of that, and neither did I until I looked up Dragon Ball Z transformations to do a little bit of research for this video, and I remembered how amazing this sequence was. Gohan, as one of my favorite characters, and as Colton's favorite character in the entire show, I especially like teen and young kid Gohan. Gohan's in the forest training with Piccolo, and he's standing on this cliff, and you see him look at the moon, and he says, wow, I've never seen a full moon before, and he's like, wow, that's freaking awesome. All of a sudden you see his face starts going across the screen, his eyes turn red, and I mean, that kid goes from 0 to 100 real quick. He gets all furry and huge, and Piccolo's, the best part for me is Piccolo's reaction, because he honestly is just like, what the hell is going on? And then the best part of all is when Piccolo turns around and zaps the moon, and the thing, he blows it up. He just completely blew up the moon. I mean, it's kind of a plot hole because, like, it was already blown up because, you know, like, Roshi blew it up and forget it. It doesn't matter. It was funny. It was awesome. And it's number 3 on our list. Second place isn't always perfect, but to Cell, I think he'll suffice. Now, Perfect Cell's transformation is one that had probably the biggest, like, talk behind, except for probably Super Saiyan, because you had Vegeta talking about it. But throughout the entire Cell saga, it's just like, I'm gonna become perfect. I'm gonna be so powerful that I will destroy the entire solar system. And you just keep hearing about it, and the characters, they keep fearing it, and they're trying to prevent it. They're doing whatever they can to make sure that he does not suck those androids through his love tube, you know? But when it happens, the sense of fear in the eyes and the minds of all of the Z fighters and other characters, and the music that just keeps elevating, getting more and more intense, it just sets the perfect tone. And when he's transforming, this light, this energy just erupts from his body, and it covers literally a fourth of the entire planet. There are trees being flown in the air. There are tornadoes made of water. There's lightning literally everywhere. All they can do is just sit there. Trunks comes. Super Saiyan Trunks uses all his power just to get close to Cell, and the sheer energy being emitted off of his body propels him away. It's a 6-minute sequence, roughly 4 minutes if you subtract the part where Trunks is monologuing for a little while, talking about how he doesn't want his planet to be destroyed again. This scene is so intense, and it is so worth the long wait for it to actually happen. And I am so happy it turned out the way that it did. Okay, come on. You knew it was coming. It's obvious. It's everyone's favorite character. It's the cliche, but you know what? I don't freaking care. Because Super Saiyan 2 Gohan is the definitive, in my opinion, transformation in Dragon Ball Z. Ugh. How can I put this into words? The music. Everything about this sequence was so good. Like, honestly, it brought a tear to many fans' eyes watching Android 16's head get smashed, that pretty dove flying across the screen, and then Gohan just losing it, finally letting go and showing off the power that you have been waiting to see since the very beginning of the show when he headbutt Raditz. You knew it was coming. You knew Gohan had something locked away, something inside of him that was just bubbling up and ready to explode, and that was this moment right here. Super Saiyan 2 Gohan just walks up, bam, kicks Cell Jr.'s. When you see that, when you see him punch through a Cell Jr., you know it just got real. And Cell's face, whenever he sees him, he's like, trying to play it cool, but you can tell he's like freaking out. He's having a panic attack. And so were everyone watching the show. We were all at the same time just exuberated from the just intense magnitude of how awesome this entire experience was. And I know there's gonna be people that are like, Super Saiyan 2 Gohan's overrated. I didn't even like that theme. I skipped it. It's filler in my opinion. Worse than Dragon Ball GT. Dragon Ball Evolution shits on this. Yeah, well, I don't care. That's your opinion. I honor that, even though I totally just mocked you. My bad. In my opinion, that is the best transformation in Dragon Ball Z. And I know there were a lot of Super Saiyan, and I know there were a lot of Saiyans in this video. Actually, all of them were Saiyans except for Cell. But, come on. They're the main characters. They're gonna have the best transformations. Thank you guys for watching. See y'all tomorrow or the day after for another video. And Colton's gonna be in it. He couldn't be in this one because he's at the hospital seeing his great-grandmother as she's passing. So if any of y'all could do a prayer for her, that would be very much appreciated. And yeah, so follow us on Twitter. Well, me specifically. Colton has a separate one. At Dragon_Ball_Duo. And I'll catch you guys in the next one.